this has been a popular topic. I don't know how much you followed it here, but this was sent in to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Adam in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Dear Mr. Cornette, I just love to hear your overall take on Teddy Hart and the news he allegedly assaulted another woman this past weekend. This time, his girlfriend, ROH's Maria
Wait a minute. Another woman? Was he alleged to have assaulted someone, another woman besides this woman?
I don't know the details because I've never closely followed the exploits of Teddy Hart. But apparently there are stories/incidents in the past. I'll see what we can find while we're talking about this.
All right. I worked with Teddy last year at MLW for a while, and I even mentioned on the show, hey, he's on good behavior. He's obviously showing up. He occasionally goes, a little overboard in his matches with some of the stuff that he does, but he was selling, and he was, I saw him do jobs. I didn't see any arguments. He was, I thought everything was good, and maybe, he had stabilized himself, and I had no issue with him. And then all of a sudden, I guess the last taping I did was in July, and they were doing the Opera Cup that Stu Hart originally had that was left that Teddy ended up with, possibly along with the rest of the silverware in the Hart house. Who knows at this point with Teddy? And they started the tournament, and all of a sudden, I don't know what the situation was, but Teddy was repeatedly asking to get out of his contract. MLW let him out of his contract. He hasn't wrestled there in the past, I guess, what has it been, 3, 4, 5 months? And all of a sudden, he got arrested the first time here a few months ago. After wrestling in, was it Baltimore or Washington? The Baltimore or Washington area.
Well, he was just arrested in Virginia. I think he's been arrested a few times there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The first time that he got arrested in Richmond, Virginia, he had just wrestled in either, I believe it was Baltimore or the Washington, D.C. area, and he told some people he was going to go get weed, and he got arrested in Richmond. Richmond is 120 miles from fucking Washington. I got a feeling you could probably find some shit a little closer. So I don't know, and I didn't know that he had a connection to Richmond. Maybe that now we know that his girlfriend lives there. But anyway, that's how he ended up in Richmond, and then it's been downhill ever since. And I just read the latest one. I don't know what to say. I don't want to bury the guy anymore, and he's already buried because make him miserable, because I have nothing against him personally, but somebody needs to do something to intervene in. Generally, when this keeps happening at this pace, a person's life does not go well from that point forward. Is it I think back to Sonny, who had several arrests in a row, and maybe the best thing that's happened is she hadn't been arrested lately because she'd been in jail for a year and just got out. But maybe that has cured some of the habits that led to the arrest. Maybe the same thing might happen to Teddy. Is that the best thing for him? I don't know. But I feel bad, for whatever's going on.
Well, we have some audio here. This is apparently wrestler Ace Montana. Do you know Ace Montana?
I have never heard of it. I haven't even heard of Ace Colorado, much less Ace Montana. Or now, did he used to wrestle as Ace South Dakota?
I don't think so. And no relation to Ace Darling either. But there's a video here. Let me read you the text from the video first. It says, I literally had to pull my gun on Teddy Hart and throw him out of my friend's house. This piece of shit literally, he's using literally like his Gorilla Monsoon, literally choked out and physically assaulted Maria Manick and would not let her get help. She texted me, I'm in danger. Never ever did I think I would meet a piece of shit like this guy who has now been arrested with a felony against him. I don't think this guy knew how close to death he was. Fuck you, Teddy Hart. This video is me kicking him out before the cops came and arrested him.
Well, there's video of, now wait a minute, this sounds like an angle. There's actually video of him kicking Teddy Hart out of this girl's house?
Well, I don't know whose house it is. The video starts, I haven't pressed play yet. It appears someone is in a room with, it looks like pictures of girls on the wall, like cut out of magazines and taped on the wall.
Hey, they're at my house? What the fuck?
Would you like me to press play?
Can we do that? Is there some legal reason why we shouldn't? Or do we need to call Steven? Or should we just let this fly and see what happens and just throw caution to the wind?
Well, this is from Twitter. It was posted by Ace Montana, and he's the one in question here who's saying he did this.
Well, I'm saying that he's given us permission then, if he's put it out there.
I think he put it out there, and we could play it. I'm going to press play.
Play that funky video, white boy.
I'm going to go out there, lock the door behind me.
All my stuff's missing from up here.
You hear me? Lock this behind me, okay?
Are you leaving or are you talking about?
I'm going to let them know the cops are on the way just to scare them.
Okay.
Let me just stop this real quick. While this guy is saying this to a woman in the room, I don't know if that's Maria Manick or someone else, you could see through the window shades, Teddy Hart is outside. I don't know if he's putting a coat on or what he's doing, but let me now pick up the video where we last left off.
Okay.
The gun case that you took off my truck, I'd put it back if I was you. I'd put it back if I was you. Put the gun case on my fucking truck, Teddy Hart. Fuck you, Teddy. Hey, the cops are on the way. We're good. And here's the thing. You physically assaulted her? Yes, you did. And choking her out? Put my fucking case back on it. Put that motherfucker. Put it back on the fucking truck, Teddy Hart. Fuck you. I'm tougher than you think. I'll beat your fucking ass. Grab your shit off my fucking truck and start stepping. Put it the fuck back. Grab your fucking shit and get the fuck up the road.
Sounds like it was shot at the castle here.
Fuck off, dude. I don't care. Fuck off. Get your shit and get the fuck up the road. Teddy Hart, get your fucking ass up the road. The cops are on the way for what you did to her. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. She's got the marks to prove it. Get your fucking juice box and get the fuck up the road.
Juice box?
I don't want to hear your voice anymore. Get the fuck up the road. Yeah, you did. She's got the marks. So when the cops are going to do it, she's pressing charges. I've already got her doing it. So you're going back to jail, Teddy. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day. 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 Okay, sure. She's got the marks to prove it. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Have a good one. Teddy, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. When the cops get here, I'm going to help her out. No, I'm good. I can't even hear you right now. I can't even hear you right now. Keep going. Quit wrestling. Have a good one. Have a good one. Nope. Nope. Go.
That's the match. John agreed to it. You actually know that. Me and Lanny Poffo then?
How's Lanny Poffo in this? Are they shooting an angle for a tag match with Lanny?
In her house. Do anything to her, bro. I'm a nice guy. It's like, if that's your daughter, I treat her really good. You know that, man. I never did anything bad to her. No tattoos, no crack, no hard drugs, just marijuana, man. I'm your fucking best friend. Never disrespected your daughter or your sister.
At this point, Teddy has turned around and he's walking towards the 301 Express convenience store. And it appears that's the end of this video.
And apparently people traveling by are not practicing social distancing. Have you ever noticed wrestlers have to use people's full name when they're cutting a promo? Let me tell you something, Teddy Hart.
Get your juice box, Teddy Hart.
Get your juice box and get the fuck to stepping. What the... Oh my God. Outlaw wrestling at its finest. I know who Teddy is, obviously. I don't know who this Ace Montana, who any of these people are, but goddamn outlaw fucking wrestling. Gotta love it. Can you imagine if there had been cell phones and video phones back in the... There was one time, Jackie Crockett told me a story in Charlotte. Oh goddamn, it was the Bennigans. the Bennigans that the guys used to go to after the matches when they were closed, because they were open till 2 a.m, and it was a bar. That's where Flair would go in and order a tray of kamikazes to start. And that's where Arn Anderson got juice in the parking lot. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Arn comes out of the fucking Bennigan's late one night, and he's had a few adult beverages, sociable cocktails, and he's walking to his car. And I know, insert, yes, drinking and driving. Yeah, it happened back then. But he's walking to his car, and this woman who's had a few, she backs out of the parking spot while he's walking behind her car, and she hits him. Boom! He takes a bump in the parking lot, and then he goes into his trunk and gets in his wrestling bag and gets his blade and gets some fucking color. In case the cops come and there's any trouble, he can say that she ran over him and he was blood. But anyway, the Bennigans was, if it's situated here, and there was kind of like a forest area, and then there was an apartment complex on the other side of the trees and the foliage and everything. Well, Wahoo McDaniel was noted for going out with the boys on occasion. And this particular time, as Jackie Crockett tells the story, his wife, Karen, Wahoo's wife, Karen, who's a lovely lady, but also was very feisty, didn't want him to go out. So somewhere or another, he snuck out without driving the car, and he walked through the woods to go to the Bennigans, and she found out that he had left, and she was chasing him, and she was firing a shot from a fucking pistol over his head like, God damn you, Wahoo, bam, bam, bam. A lot of shit happened at Bennigans back then. We should have had that. See, this was a pussy confrontation. There was no fucking getting juice in the parking lot. Nobody got hit by a car. There was no fucking mad wife firing a fucking 45 over a straying husband's head. Just a bunch of goofs with juice boxes getting to stepping. We needed camera phones back in those days when the men were real men, and so were the women.
How many guys had feisty wives back in the day?
How many guys had wives?
Were they all that way?
Well, not that way. I think she had a bit of Indian blood in her too. There were many feisty wives. There were a few non-feisty wives, but many of the wives were of the feisty category.
Did any of the wives ever fight with one another?
Argumentatively, yes. I don't offhand. I mean, there's plenty of rat fights that got physical, but I don't remember any wife fights that got. Well, Corey, we've talked about the Tracy Smothers and Ricky Morton situation in Johnson City that time in '95, but I don't remember any established wives getting in a Donnybrook or a Pier Sixer, as they say, but plenty. Oh my gosh, especially in Mid-South, the rats were very territorial. And if a rat from another city came to their city and was trying to horn in on whoever that they were with in that particular city, there was shit that would go on. I witnessed a couple of those myself when Jackson, Mississippi came to Baton Rouge. It was holy shit. It was Katie bar the door, because Baton Rouge knew that when such and such a guy was in Jackson, Mississippi, he was fucking around with somebody else. But Jackson, Mississippi better not come to fucking Baton Rouge and try to do it in front of her, or there was going to be a goddamn fight. That shit happened all the time.